Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian
Go on, buddy.
and Brett.
Greetings.
We're here to talk weeks 1 and 2. This is the 90 Day Fiancé the other way, season 5. So sorry we missed week 1, but we are all caught up, and we will give you week 1 and 2 thoughts right here. We are going to run down the couples. I think doing the first 2 episodes together makes sense anyway, because it's kind of like kind of really an elongated premiere, if you were. Um, you may be able to tell where I want to start.
Looks so funny.
Please be careful. She doesn't like it when you say mean things about her. We are talking about Mary from the Philippines, 23. She is, are they engaged?
No,
Okay,
they haven't even
dating.
met. They haven't even met.
Dating Harry Potter and Justin Bieber clone Brandon.
That was a spot on comparison. Like the moment she was talking about that, I'm like, oh my God, I can see it.
Maybe just the glasses. I don't see a lightning scar, but
I love everything American.
anybody that's white is American. That's what
they literally said. Anyone in the Philippines, anyone that's Canadian, UK, American, they're all just American.
Harry Potter probably has more American sales than it does English sales.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, people in Hollywood and the movies, and that's like where they probably really know it from. Yeah, Brandon. Brandon's had a tough road. Obviously not a great family life. It seems like his godparents are really cool. They let him live there rent free in the trailer. But the reason, again, I have the phone up here is because this couple lives 23 hours out of the 24 hours a day, live streaming with one another. She doesn't like it when he's in the room or speaks to any other women. And that like includes like his mom, his sister, his aunts, all that type of stuff. The dental office visit, guys, where she live streamed it, and Brandon then decided that was the time to tell the dental assistant that she wasn't her first love. Like, what happened in the dentist office?
I would love to know, like, to see the unaired footage of that, because how did it get there? That's sort of
The way he explained it was like he just didn't understand the question, which I mean,
Mhm.
sort of makes sense to me because the kid's not that smart. But
I think she was just so taken back to nurse. Like, it was so clingy that she's like, oh, so is this your first love? Like, that's like the only explanation that like you would be live streaming a dental visit. And poor Mary cried a few times. Mary this is gonna be tough. I need him to get there now. Like, I need this. This dude had his own trailer with like a big bed and the whole thing, and like pretty responsibility free life. And he's gonna be living in a village in the Philippines now, doing his laundry down like by the river. And like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's got a lot of allies there too. The guys, rightfully so. Her friends are like, well, this seems pretty controlling. But I think right now it's getting led on that it's mostly her, but I think he's just as bad in the controlling department. And I think we'll see that once he's in the Philippines.
I think the biggest thing for me with this couple and their longevity is just the fact that that village you spoke of, he owns it. Like it is his village in the Philippines. He paid for it.
He bought a house.
50 to 60K to her to buy that house that she's
build it.
So if they break up, I want to see how that goes down.
He becomes the monopoly man.
Yeah.
He becomes a monopoly.
Evict them.
All right, I have a couple of things about this guy. What does his phone bill look like? Must be insane. I know he can't be on Wi-Fi all the time.
Unlimited plan.
That's what Mary says.
So, yeah, we got Mary.
Mary's confirming. She's not muted. She doesn't she mutes herself. She doesn't want to hear things that people are saying. She knows
Brett doesn't like her, so she's just trying to.
Brett loves this couple. What are you talking about?
Just like American Penis, unlimited plan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they did bring up American Penis.
She wants the big guys. Brendan's the big
Never
guy.
Been kissed though either.
So yeah, I mean, just the opening of this whole season, like, I thought he was jerking off, and he was just pooping.
Oh my God!
It wasn't the intro then because he had said they had phone sex and stuff before the pooping thing. So
and he was saying it as it was going down, and I thought he was just pooping. Well, I thought they were having phone sex, and he's pooping. That was like, oh, you missed a spot. You think he just rolled? He bends over. He's like, Mary, did I get it all?
I would love to see if there's like a lease agreement or something. Like I wonder what the laws are like, the squatters laws are like in the Philippines, like how if he's gonna be able to get rid of them. Like that's gonna be tough, honestly.
I think this is
South
dead.
Africa is screwed.
I think this relationship is dead.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna last. That was the saddest Domino's dinner I've ever seen. The brothers like, you hate me. You don't want
But I
anything to
mean,
do with me.
honestly, his parents family's got a point. Like he's just like rolling over for this chick he doesn't even know. The thing that really got me is like he's given up jobs for her. Like he can't, like he needs a live stream all the time. He's giving all his money to her. He has $250 in his bank account. Like, yo, look at yourself in the mirror, dude. What are you doing with your life?
It's really sad. Like it's really sad, and it's bad when like your mom who like lost you as a kid and like drug problems, whole thing. She's like the common sense in the room here. She's like, look, I'm not saying I made all the right choices here, but this is objectively a very bad decision. Like, take it from someone who knows. She's like,
yeah, and I know his godparents are nice people, but they're the enablers. Like they need to be like, yo, pay for your own Wi-Fi and get off my Wi-Fi or something, and make this guy get a job.
They just feel bad for him because their family's crappy.
Nah, dude, it's too far. It's too far.
I agree.
Way too
I'm
far.
just saying.
I said he was a lovable loser, and you were shitting on him.
I said he's a fucking bitch.
I said he's a straight up weirdo, dude.
Yeah,
I feel for his history, but every single person on this show has been like abandoned by their family. I mean, it's like, he's not like a special case in that regard, and it's just the phone all day. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's a reason why I'm doing this whole gag. Like, it is objectively like psycho.
Yeah, I
crazy.
I think everything would be like, justifiable for his age and all that. And like, he could just bail at any point in time. But the fact that he now owns or paid for this house in the Philippines is most interesting, because if he hadn't sent any money to her, he could just bail at any point in time. And I think that'd probably be the best thing for him once he gets older and more mature. But now that he's sunk so much money, it's kind of.
Does the family know he bought the house?
Yeah. And like, what's the exchange rate? Like he said, he put 60K in there. It's definitely not 1-to-1. It's got to be like 100-to-1.
Well, he said he earned it in 1 year. I'm like, there's no way this bum made 50K.
No way.
1 year.
Not with that phone in his hand. He's like, honestly, like the druggie from, like, he said he's talking about doing odd jobs, window washing.
Like what's her face?
Unless he works 12 hours a day.
What's her name?
He made 50K.
Was it with a J?
This is bad. This is bad. We should know this.
Not
Brett, do you remember?
Oh, it was
that's Jen and Rishi.
Chris and
Chris. It's Chris. It's Chris. Chris and Jamie.
Chris and Jamie. Shit. Okay.
Jamie, Jeymi. I remember that now.
Chris. Yeah. That's
okay. So yeah, he could be related to Chris. Like straight up. Like they are just giving me the same vibes. Yeah. I agree, Bri. That's a DED dead couple. But please get your
But incredible content as a viewer.
No, incredible content. I mean, I'm not literally taking her down. She's staying here for the whole episode. Holly and Wayne. Holly is a fairy tale obsessed barber who met Wayne, who's a South African entrepreneur, owns his own plumbing business. Also, a former Jehovah's Witness like herself. Holly 44, by the way.
70-inch hair.
Rapunzel.
Yep.
Right. This is Rapunzel. Yeah, I mean, overall, same kind of comments I'll make about anybody. It's crazy. Sounds like her mom is not going to like him, which should be fun. That's always part of the game, right? But she's gonna go from Utah to South Africa.
It sounds like it's the purge there every day.
Yeah. The purge, dude. Everything else about this guy about South Africa seems normal, except
that
purge.
Yeah, it's literally the purge. He's like, oh, I have this security system where it sprays pepper spray, and it's like a broken pipe. It's not even like a shooter. It's like a pipe. It just squirts out when you open up the thing. I can't believe it.
Gabe and Isabel thing, where like I feel like everything like hits the mark, checks the boxes.
Yeah.
One thing that's the hang up the whole season, and this time
it's the robberies.
Yeah.
It's the robberies.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on with them. I mean, they're again less to talk about this episode than the previous couple, but overall, the long hair thing is cool. They're gonna wait till marriage. They talked about that, but the mom's gonna move in with them.
Yeah, for 3 months, and he's like, "I'm gonna kick her out of this."
But she doesn't know that, so that's gonna be a nice point of contention, right?
I don't think she's gonna make it, man. She doesn't feel safe stepping foot in there. As soon as she saw that security system, she's like, I don't feel safe.
It's like,
This
hey,
leaky pepper spray button.
Time to go get the mail. Burr, 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 burr.
They're like their wedding is like less than a week after she gets there too. So there's like no time to back out.
And she's ready to bang. She's like, I cannot wait to be married because I want to bang.
Good for her. I appreciate that. We're gonna do this one pretty quickly here. Kenny and Armando. They're a returning couple. We've seen them in the past. New city, possibly going to Mexico City, right? They're talking about that. Talking about maybe like surrogacy, that type of thing. They have a daughter. The one thing is, this correct? Is Kenny 60?
Yes.
Yeah, Kenny's 60 and Armando's 34.
So this guy, Kenny's lived in Mexico now for 7 years. He doesn't know any Spanish. Like one of the most common languages in this side of the world, and you don't know any Spanish. You don't know how to say pollo and chicken. You don't know how to say chicken. Come on, my guy.
Polo.
Yeah, like come on, dude. Like I thought you loved this guy. Like pick up Duolingo, just learn the basics.
I wasn't super fan of Kenny, to be honest.
I don't really care about this couple. Like the whole point of the show to me is I want to learn about new, like they're like you said, Bill, in the pre-show, they're pretty much concrete. They're having a normal relationship fight about moving somewhere else. Like not interesting. Watch that. Not interesting. Not interested. They have a kid. Else? They have a kid together, or like a
cool cute kid.
They're not breaking up. We don't care.
Brett, anything else on them before we move on?
I mean, if I just rewatched old episodes, I could probably answer my own question. But it was like, so the other dude has 4 kids, right? So
yes.
Was he married at one point? Because I think they said
I'm assuming, yeah, because they met on they said they met on a website where it's like, gay divorce, like parents.
You used to be married to a woman, and now you're gay.
Yeah, so they met. They definitely both
gay
married
while you're married. Yeah, that happens.
And also, when they were at the market getting the chicken, the one thing was this lady was touching all the chicken with the raw chicken with her hands, and she like grabbed the money, and then maybe she went back to the chicken. Like I don't know.
I didn't even notice that.
Gross.
You're cross contaminating like the dineros and the pollos and the.
Johan the butcher.
He's got
a station over there.
Kirsten and Julio. He's 27, she's 24. She's from the Netherlands. He is from New York. He's a New York-based DJ. He's a mama's boy. We saw that kind of play out because he had to tell his mom that he is going to be moving there. She had a hunch. But first, Kirsten is going to come to New York and meet her. They've met in person before. So this isn't like, they seem pretty stable. She's got a normal job. She does like an HR job, right? And so it doesn't seem like with his work that he couldn't go somewhere else and kind of start over. And there's a quaint little village and stuff. I don't know what like the shocking discovery that they're teasing is. They're teasing something that like when she gets there is going to make it like put their relationship in question. But this seems like one of the safer ones for me, just on the surface.
He just needs to learn how to speak Dutch. That's really what I think the big hang. He's a security officer by day at a school. Like, you can get another job.
You can get a security.
He's spinning the 1s and 2s at night. He can do that anywhere.
Is that a term? Is that what you're saying? Zecke e Deutsch? Like I feel like I put that.
It's German, but it's close.
Okay. I tried to Google it and I couldn't find anything. But yeah, I think the language is the only thing that's a barrier to them, or if they just like fizzle out because
it's just like South Africa, right? South Africa and the Netherlands are like probably pretty easy to assimilate in for like somebody from.
Yeah, there's like no crime. Like this town that she lives in looks amazing. It looks like it's from a movie. It's like no crime. I don't even lock my doors at night.
Ride bikes. The dude literally has a panic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they engage, the steel doors come down.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take Ethan Hunt or what's his name? Ethan Hawke. Is that the guy who's in The Purge?
Yeah. Quickly, let's do. You guys will do Tajasi and Kimberly, 33 from India, 30 from Alabama.
This is literally just Rishi and Jen. Again, she's like a tarot card reader,
clairvoyant.
She's and he said he manifested in like a meditation that she was going to talk to him, and then she said that she met him in a dream, and I was like, this one's done. So, and it's the same thing. Like she what? I know.
I was like, what? Mind blown.
Yeah, yeah. And she's gonna go, he wants her to like do exactly, it's the same thing. It's
assimilate
literally the
into the
exact
house
same
and live
thing.
with the family and the
Yep.
whole thing.
And they're building like something above. They're building an apartment. So at least he's doing something better than Arishi was, but apparently
Rishi's a punk.
yeah, he's a bum.
The moment I mean, I like them and I like their connection, but the moment, like all the footage of her in India, she seems to be super pissed.
Yeah,
So
like she like switch flips. She
yeah,
I think he probably doesn't tell her
everything
the whole
before she's
truth.
like happy go lucky,
Yep.
like crazy. I'm a clairvoyant, blah blah blah. Like they met in dream. They both said they met in a
Yep.
dream or something like that.
Yep.
And everything, every footage that we've seen so far where she's in India, Jaipur, where Rishi is, like she's just like PO'd the whole time.
I would love if Rishi made an appearance this season as like a mentor to TJ.
Don't lie, TJ. Tell the truth.
And so they
Listen
have
to your
this wedding,
psychic.
and they have this wedding that she has no part of, and I just like it's not good. It's not good.
Just quick honorable mention. We haven't seen them yet, but we will get the return of Danielle and Johan the Butcher, one of the most classic DED dead couples that we proclaimed last season, and they are still together because they deserve each other.
And he's got a Jimmy Butler haircut now, man. He's got like
he's got the buzz cut. I can see
the dreads.
He looks like he's applying for Fuckboy Island and Love Island and all the islands.
They might be in America because she's like, get out of my house.
I think they are going to flip it, hopefully, because that would make a lot of sense. It would be kind of a funny twist on it for us to still get a little bit of the US besides like the families at home type stuff.
Right.
So overall, guys, great first 2 weeks of the season. Really looking forward to it. This show always provides us with the perfect level of filth every week to talk about. Make sure you subscribe here and on TikTok. We have different types of reviews, reality clips of the day, reality news of the day. Brian doing, like I said, 60-second reviews, Love Island, Love and Hip Hop. And check the YouTube channel. I mean, we have a ton of content this week. Everything from the Bachelorette to the Ultimate Fighter to Temptation Island, the Big D, Below Deck, this. So really any kind of flavor of reality TV. And we're going to roll that into August and the fall when reality TV will be king. So we were here and we'll be ready for it. So make sure you're subscribed. But until next time, for myself, Brian, Brett, thank you. Peace.